Few can resist the temptation to give our canine companion table scraps when they start their puppy routine. Little do pet owners know that common foods that are safe for us may be lethal to them. Everyone knows not to give our pups chocolate, but did you know things like cheese and even corn may also be fatal for them? So what food is poisonous to dogs? Here is a list of the 15 safe foods for humans, but fatal for man's best friend. Number 1. Chocolate. This sweet treat is number 1 on the list of things not to give your pup. Dogs and humans alike obsess with its sweet aroma and flavor, but it can be lethal for your best friend. All chocolates contain a stimulant called theobromine. The amount varies based on the chocolate. White chocolate has the least. Dark or unsweetened baking chocolate contains the most. Theobromine is a toxic substance that humans can process instantly before feeling its effects. Dogs, however, metabolize it a lot slower than we do, allowing for toxic levels to accumulate in their systems. When consumed, the stimulant influences the guts, heart, kidney, respiratory system, and central nervous system. You'll see the poisoning symptoms within 4 to 24 hours. Vomiting, loose bowel, hyperactivity, and maybe even seizures will be noticeable. Number 2. Xylitol. Do you know those healthy sugar-free drinks that you're obsessed with? What they lack in sugar, they make up for with xylitol, an artificial sweetener. This sweetener does nothing to us. We use it in everything from breath mints, mouthwash, and toothpaste, to gummy bear vitamins and pudding snacks. Even some baked goods have it. But if your pup finds and eats a breath mint on the floor, vomiting, lethargy, and coordination problems may be apparent within a few hours. Within a few days, Fido might experience liver failure. Number 3. Avocado. The familiar green fruit is an excellent option for those trying to keep healthy. Unfortunately, it is highly toxic to dogs and other animals. The reason behind the toxicity of avocados is persin. Persin is the fungicidal, prevents fungus from growing, toxin found on an avocado's leaves, fruit, pit, and bark. This substance, when consumed, can cause vomiting, gastrointestinal pain, and diarrhea. In most severe cases, heart attacks are also a concern. Another concern is its pit that can get lodged in the esophagus and can cause intestinal blocking. Number 4. Persimmons, peaches, and plums. Just like avocados, persimmons, peaches, and plums have pits that dogs can choke on. These seeds cause intestinal pain and blockages inside a dog's intestines when swallowed. Also, these pits are highly poisonous since they contain cyanide. Humans know not to eat them. Our pups do not. Number 5. Corn on the cob. Still in line with foods that present choking hazards, corn on the cob finds its way onto this list. Corn off the cob is okay to slip into your dog's food bowl. Sweet and tasty, it makes a great pairing with most foods. But swallowing a chunk of cob, or even the whole thing, will cause intestinal blockages. Number 6. Cooked bones. Contrary to popular belief, bones aren't the best treats to give to your dog. Cooked bones splinter too quickly, making them poor chew toys. The small pieces can puncture your fur baby's digestive tract, causing a painful infection that causes their stomach to swell. They can also cause rectal bleeding and cracked teeth. Number 7. Coffee, tea, and other sources of caffeine. If you notice your pup is running out of energy during the day, don't even think of giving them a sip out of your coffee mug. Avoid giving them caffeine at all costs, because like the theobromine of chocolate, caffeine in all dosages can be lethal. The reason caffeine is so dangerous is due to how it raises blood pressure and causes an irregular heartbeat. Your pets can also lose control of their muscles and experience seizures. With too much caffeine in their system, your pup might run a fever, and in the most extreme of cases, the intake is fatal. Number 8. Alcohol. Just like chocolate and caffeine, alcohol is also toxic to your pup. Ethanol, the substance responsible for the intoxication effect in beer, wine, and hard liquor, affects the dog's liver and brain just as it does with us. But dogs handle intoxication differently than we do. It takes less alcohol for your pup to experience alcohol poisoning. Like in humans, this causes vomiting, diarrhea, coordination problems, and difficulty breathing. It also causes depression in the central nervous system. There's a decreased heart rate, rate of breathing, and loss of consciousness. This loss of consciousness can cause you to put your dog into a coma. It can even be fatal. Number 9. Onions, garlic, chives, and leeks. Onions and garlic, common vegetables in all households, are incredibly poisonous to Fido and friends. At a high enough dosage, garlic is poisonous to dogs. The amount in this genus is 5 times as toxic as onions. Pups of Japanese descent like Shiba Inu, Keisha Ken, Shikoku Ken, and the Hokkaido Ken are more sensitive to allium poisoning than other breeds. Onion and garlic poisoning might not show symptoms right away, and days could pass before worrying signs appear. Drowsiness, pale gums, and a raised heart rate identify this kind of poisoning. Things to keep an eye out for are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain. In a worst-case scenario, oxidation occurs in the red blood cells, which causes them to rupture. This can lead to anemia that is fatal to your pup. Number 10. Grapes and raisins. A small amount of grapes or raisins is enough to make your pup sick. Experts are unsure of the substance that causes poisoning in dogs. But they all agree that there is no safe dosage for either grapes or raisins. If you like giving your pup baked bread, mince pies, or fruit loaves, this is problematic. When consumed, grapes and raisins cause acute kidney failure. There will also be continuous vomiting and diarrhea, abdominal pain, dehydration, pale gums, dry nose, and tongue within 24 hours. Number 11. Milk and other dairy-based products. Sounds surprising, right? After all, puppies live off of their mother's milk. Puppies are born with enough lactase to break down the lactose found in their mother's milk. But they lose that as they grow older. A surprising amount of the world's dog population is lactose intolerant, meaning that dairy gives them digestive problems. Number 12. Blue cheese. As mentioned, it's difficult for dogs to break down dairy products like yogurt and milk. Cheese, however, is a lot easier for our pups to digest because they contain lower levels of lactose. Among cheeses, though, dogs should avoid blue cheese like Roquefort at all costs. Blue cheeses create a neurotoxin called roquefortin, which is lethal for dogs. The toxin causes vomiting and diarrhea. It can also cause tremors, seizures, and high fevers. Like other foods with high fat content, pancreatitis is a concern. Number 13. Yeast dough. If your pup gobbles up bread dough, the activated yeast will cause the dough to rise within their warm and moist stomachs. The released carbon dioxide causes their stomach to expand painfully. It may even create blockages in their stomach and intestines. The reason your dog's stomach bloats so much is that the gases produced by the yeast don't leave the body the way digestive gas does. This expansion may cause the stomach lining to break, also causing damage to their diaphragm. Alcohol poisoning is the real danger, as the yeast releases toxic levels of ethanol into your pup's bloodstream. Number 14. Macadamia nuts. Nuts are okay for your dog to eat because they offer a unique source of protein. Macadamia nuts cause inflammation of their process because of their high-fat content. With a minor dosage of macadamia nuts, you'll notice vomiting, stomach pain, muscle shakes, and sluggish behavior within 72 hours. Number 15. Moldy food. If your fur baby eats a piece of food that has mold on it, or even inhales it, it'll become contaminated. Moldy food releases mycotoxins, poisonous chemicals that induce seizures and tremors. Other symptoms you'll notice are difficulty breathing, wheezing, sneezing. There you have it. That is our list of 15 foods that are poisonous to dogs. If you liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we release more videos similar to this one. If you know of any other foods that are poisonous to dogs we might have missed, let us know in the comments below. Also, check out the links below this video in the description to get access to some free dog training tools you can download and help with training your dog.